he had a series of tweets that were offensive to black people and black women, right? Back in the day, I say maybe 10, 12, 15 years ago. Some of them were cool, but a lot of them were out of control. Some of the tweets, I'll give you an example of some of them, right? He's a white guy. For those with no context, he's a white guy, one of those kind of wiggers in black spaces all the time, kind of, you know what I mean? I think he's in a frat. He's one of them white guys, you know what I mean? Think he know hip hop better than you because he studied it, you know what I mean? You lived it, he studied it. Just one of those white guys who constantly just got his feet up in black people business. Now, I'm not gonna make it a racial thing because to me, this Rory thing is just it's New York, it's East Coast. Like that's what they do. Like people in the Midwest and the South, relationship with other black people in the Midwest and the South, our relationship with other races is different than the majority of the East Coast and some of the West Coast. And little parts of East Texas where they let the Mexicans say niggas. But most Texas niggas gonna bust you in your face. We don't really like our spaces are kind of segregated. You know what I mean? So we can't really get mad about New York business. This is just because you see so many people caping for Rory, and it's just more like East Coast, they don't have no spaces. Like that melting pot shit throws New York off. So black Americans in New York don't have spaces where they can just have it to themselves. Like growing up in Gary, Indiana, growing up in Atlanta, like you knew hip hop was for us by us. So anybody that wasn't black, you can enjoy it, but just remember you a guest. It's like you coming over my house and then criticizing my windows. You a guest. But when it comes to New York, they've been so raised to never have a black spaces, and they had to play with the little Puerto Rican kid in school, and they was living on a 39th floor in a New York housing project, and it was the Dominicans and it was the Arabs and it was the this. So you walk down the street in New York, anybody say nigga. It's just come one, come all. They give out raffle tickets to say nigga. You know, they give out raffle tickets for black spaces. Their version of what offends them may not be logical to the rest of the black people in the country, particularly in the Midwest and the South. Because we'll see it, we be like, what the fuck is that white boy talking about? But to them, it's just like, oh, man, I know him, man. He from New York. They more the Michael Rappaport, DJ Vlad, the yo. Like, they cool with that. And if they cool with it, I don't live there. I don't give a fuck about it. So when it comes to the tweets and the people who are offended by him, unless you live in New York, he's just another motherfucker that they let in the culture to talk shit. It's nothing personal against him. That's what they do over there. Like they don't, and I had to learn that like everywhere, all black people across the country don't protect black spaces like people who grew up in predominantly black areas. See, I grew up singing Lift Every Voice and Sing every day. All my teachers was black, all my classmates. I ain't meet a motherfucker speak Spanish. I never went to school with niggas speak Spanish that I know of, maybe a couple of Puerto Ricans, but they didn't really talk Spanish around us. So I'm black. Like I'm unabashedly black. So my views, my thoughts, I feel like every culture should have something that they feel like is theirs. And we as black people, we the only culture that don't have nothing that feels like ours. And that should be hip hop, right? And you can enjoy it, but I don't want to hear the opinion of a motherfucker who got an Irish white granddaddy. So I wouldn't let his opinion make me mad. And so people on the internet get mad about it, debating about it. That's East Coast business. That's how they get down. It's no different than Cardi B saying nigga. It's no different than Fat Joe saying nigga. Tekashi 6ix9ine saying nigga. Like, if that's what they do, at some point, you got to have enough peace and know what you do and not get mad about that shit, because you can get mad about them letting somebody say nigga, and it's a million niggas, Mexicans saying nigga right there. It's a million Arab motherfuckers in New York saying nigga. It's a million white boys in New York saying nigga. And then the black person gonna say, oh no, he cool, man. That's how we do it, son. This New York. So like, if that's how y'all get down, it's frivolous for the rest of the country to be upset about it. Like, let them do them. You know what I mean? If you got a problem with it, don't absorb the content. But I mean, you can't get mad at somebody when they allow the shucking and jiving. So to me, like, they allow too much shucking and jiving from non-blacks in New York for me. You know what I mean? And I love the city. It's cool. Like, it's good to visit, it's good to kick it. But it's too much. It's too many people using, African American vernacular, if that makes sense. Like, it's too many people that think they got the cultural swag of a black person. Like, so the aesthetic to me it's a New York aesthetic. And if you not a New Yorker, I think it's frivolous to get mad about it because they not gonna get mad about it. So life goes on, man. Concrete Genius Pie, man. Follow me on all socials. God bless, man. Stay safe, stay real.